Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. So today I decided to do something just like kind of on a whim. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but I am with Hunter right now, and we are going to Gardner Supply Company. Actually, we're here right now, which is in Burlington, Vermont. Because if you've been following my channel and everything, you know that I go to school in Vermont now, and it's on the other side of Vermont, but it's only like maybe an hour and a half drive or so from here, and their headquarters are located right in Burlington. So we are going to check the place out. I think they have a lot of plants here, and then a lot of the stuff that they sell online, from my assumption. It's not a huge place, but it seems like it's a decent sized building. So I'll take you guys with me. Okay, so here's pretty much the main entrance. It's the end of August right now, so you can see they have a lot of stuff out like for fall and everything like that. They've got a sale going on, which is pretty cool. Too bad I can't buy anything. But yeah, this looks really cool. Lots of stuff here. Lots of different like brands and everything too. Sunshine. That's pretty cool. What's this? York elderberry. Oh, this is cool. Pacific Blue Macedonian Pine. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, so it says welcome to our gardens over here. So there's like a whole area for shrubs and all that kind of stuff. And they have some stuff actually planted mixed throughout too. I see some sedums over here. So here's the Yellow Brick Road Rockin' Low from Proof of Winners. And then some other ones too. So like the typical autumn joy stone crop, because this kind of stuff is coming out at this time of year. Lots of different things. And a bunch. Oh, look at this container. This is awesome. I love this with all the little sedum. You can see all the bees on them too. So walking into the shrub section, they probably don't have a ton of stuff here right now, just because it's kind of like a slow time of season for them, except for some of the fall stuff that they'll have. But there's a decent amount of stuff mixed in. And then it looks like over here, they have like gardens and that kind of stuff, possibly. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna check it out. Oh yeah, look at all this. They've got like some gardens planted over here, more stuff on the other side too. It's like all these little paths that you can walk through. Oh, there's a snake. Oh my god, there's a snake right there. Anyways, the snake is gone. But you can see there's some phlox here. That's definitely looking great at this time of year. Lots of other stuff too. Lots of the rabbits here over here, which is cool. Yeah, it just looks like there's a ton of space over here. Like you can see past this flower bed, there's a bunch of like grass and like sitting areas and all that kind of stuff too, which is really cool. You could see some type of panicle hydrangeas. There might be like a limelight over there and that type of stuff. So, really cool. And there's also a really cool shed over there. So I see this arbor over here, and I remember watching this, I think in a Garden Answer video. I think they have one of these arbors, which is from Gardner Supply, no surprise. But this is a really cool, or a trellis, I don't know exactly what you call it. And they have honeysuckles growing on them, so you can see all the blooms on them, which is super, super cool. Just a great representation of what you can do with one of these arbors. Okay, I've got to show you this over here. This is super, super cool. So there's this really cool rock structure, and it leads out to this pond, which looks like it's filled with quite a bit of algae, but you can see the whole formation right there, which is awesome. And then there's little hydrangeas right there, and you can see what it leads out to. I also noticed on the other side of this structure, if I turn around, there's a super, super cool view right here. Look at this. It's awesome. I don't know which type of trees these are, but it's so cool what they did. And then they have like sedum planted underneath it and some other stuff too. And over here, I guess they have honeybees, which is super, super cool. I'm not gonna get super close, but you could see that there's a ton of boxes here. So it's awesome that they host pollinators. In fact, you could see a whole bunch of them, especially right over here. I'll zoom in a little bit too. We found a butterfly too. So we're walking back towards the front of the building again, and I just noticed these 2 weeping willows that are in like giant containers. That's such a cool idea. I've never seen that before. All right, here's another representation of what a mature limelight hydrangea looks like. This is beautiful. And it's like the perfect time of year for it too. This is probably just before it starts turning pink. You can see a little bit of pink in some spots, like there, but still mostly that like chartreuse color. All right, so walking in, this is not really the direct front, but kind of the side. This is their whole houseplant section. There's tons of stuff here. Like tons. It's crazy actually how much there is. I really like these plants over here. These like tri-colored ficus, like they almost look like they're painted. Super cool to see them. Oh, look at the little owl or different animal rocks. Super cool. Oh, these are cool. I don't think I've actually seen this before. So it's a Calathea fusion white. Wow. Bunch of other stuff. I'm not even showing you the stuff that's over our heads. There's a ton of like hanging pots too. Wow. There's some other shade stuff over here, like outdoor shade stuff. I always love these. The wee hostas. Alright, so now we're heading into the front. Oh yeah. Such a cool idea to have something like that. Just lots of different things throughout the store. We have all these like incense sticks here, which is great for my dorm because I can't have candles. Yeah, all the essential oils and everything. Cool. Lots of stuff. So I noticed these candle and grow kits. I don't know if I've seen this before. I guess you burn the candle, then you plant the seeds and let it grow, because it comes with daisy seeds. It's also basil and then more daisies. That's pretty cool. Okay, I found all the grow lights. These are all like the bamboo ones. They're kind of hidden because they're with a bunch of other stuff. But you can see that there's some like African violets here. These are their new Oslo grow lights, which like come in different sizes and all that kind of stuff. Like you can move these lights around. That's cool though. Alright, so here's a lot of fertilizers and everything, which is stuff that I like can't find anywhere else. Like tomato tone, like in a liquid fertilizer, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, and they also have their own things, like Gardener Supply. They have their own mixes and that kind of stuff. So it's just super cool to see all this kind of stuff. It's awesome. We have some like compost containers over here and that kind of stuff. As you go down the aisles, there's just like all different things. Like there's some really cool pots over here. These are cool for like if you want to hang them up. More pots. So cool. What are these over here? Oh, this is interesting. So they have like the corners here, like for the raised beds. It's just interesting when you see all this stuff online and then you can actually buy everything individually in store. Okay, this is something I've wanted for such a long time, but there's all these different tools and everything. I have these little tiny trowels, which are great for the seed starting kits. But I would love to get something like this, like a nice lifetime trowel, or same thing like with this too. Either one of those is super cool. And they really last a lifetime. Like they're super, super well built. And they're pretty much just wood and metal. They have this whole bonsai section where you can get, like, it's really cool. They have like these shiny containers that you could grow them in. And then they also have these little blends of different mixes. So that's awesome if you want to grow bonsai trees. What a great setup they have. Oh, and then at the top over here, I noticed these are actually fern kits. If you want to make like a frame with the ferns coming out, that's super cool. All right, here's a cool harvester that I found. So this has different drawers that you can pull in and out, and you could just store stuff like for the winter time or whenever you harvest it. And it's got a decent amount of drawers. It's probably like 3 to 4-ish feet high. That's cool though. Here's something really cool that I haven't seen before. They actually have seeds that you can scoop out and put in different like paper bags or that type of thing. So there's barley, buckwheat, oats, and then hairy vetch, whatever that is. And it tells you different things. Like this is used as a winter cover crop. And it's supposed to improve the soil structure and nitrogen content. So this is a nice like organic and natural way of doing something, which is super cool. Instead of putting like fertilizer down. So you'd sow this late July through August, and then you'd let it grow throughout the winter. And then these can kind of do the same thing. All right, so back outside, there's a couple more things I wanted to show you, just because they have these areas planted up and they look really cool right now. So you can see all of these over here, which I actually don't know exactly what these are, but they look awesome. They're somewhat in the family of like a Rudbeckia or an Echinacea or something like that. Really cool though. All right, and the last thing is, this is right at like the entrance gate. You can see there's another hydrangea over here, which actually, I think they have these tagged. So you can see that's a PG hydrangea. Cool. So you can see that. There's a bunch of rabbit's ear as well, but then this is what's really cool, and this is what stuck out, were these different hibiscus that are definitely like in their peak bloom right now. And these might be the same variety that I have back at home. I'm not entirely sure, but they're very similar if they're not the same. They look awesome. And then there's also this variety as well, which is like a nice deep red and deep plants. In fact, you know what? Hold on. There's actually a tag right here. It's hard to read. So I think it says Matt's Madness Rose Mallow, and it's from Plants That Work. There we go. And there's a couple more back there. All right, we didn't have a ton of time to come here today, but I wanted to just kind of quickly stop by, and I wasn't going to show you every single thing in the store too, but just kind of like a glimpse of what the store has to offer and that kind of stuff. But just as I found stuff that was interesting, I figured I would record it and just kind of give you an idea for what this store looks like. But it was really fun to look at, especially because there's a lot of stuff that you can't find unless you like look for it online, and this is like the actual store that you can go to. I also wanted to add that if there's anything that you found in the store, like as you're watching the video, that seems kind of interesting, there's definitely a high chance that Gardener Supply sells it on their website, because there's some stuff that isn't necessarily from them that they have in this store, but most of the stuff you can find online, and that you should be able to find right on their website. So I'll link their website down below if you want to take a look at that, but yeah, you should be able to find it there. Besides that, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.